All right, let's talk about these a little. I have had a couple of builds come in that didn't work quite well, and the reason behind that was that they were combined like so. So we have edge winter nozzle or long legs nozzle, or I calls these the high speed nozzle. So basically what these are is these are nozzles designed for short stroking, and usually what you want to do is have this one combined with this one. So we have an early gas cut out here, and compared to the TM original cutout, it's half the length. So what this does is it cuts off the gas flow from your valve during the blowback action in your gun. So in your HiCapa you have on the left side, this is called the valve knocker lock, or the firing pin lock. So we have the firing pin in there. So you can see when I press it, it goes in or retracts, and when I press the trigger, it comes out. So the hammer is pushing it out, and that is striking there and letting our gas go into the nozzle, into the BB, and pushing the valve rock or the rocket valve forward and causing the blowback action after that. And by that, a small disclaimer on that one. I have seen somebody saying that this causes your FPS to lower. This groove has nothing to do with your FPS. What does matter with your FPS is the rocket valve, the size of the inners, the spring that you have in there, those kinds of things. But this groove has nothing to do with your FPS. But yeah, let's go into the issue and how to solve it, or how I solved it. So a couple of guns came in with this configuration, and the issue with this setup is quite simple. So because you have the long legs, the slide will disconnect the nozzle from the hop-up unit right there. So when it's going back, it will go back all the way here, and then it will pick up this one and continue its way back. And what that does when you have your magazine in, actually let's for the demonstration, that is now pushed up. So we would end up with the situation where we are about there. This is really hard to demonstrate actually, but yeah, when the blowback starts happening, we are going to push back on the nozzle, and we are pushing the slide backwards until we get about there, as you can see. And this is the tab that cuts off the gas. So we are about there, and now we are, how did that happen? Holy hell. Let's put that back in. And that goes there as well. they're really hard. You can tell. Okay, let's put that back in there. So we have the nozzle, it's sitting there, and we are almost at the edge of the blowback. So if we have this combination, we are now disconnecting from the hop-up rubber and starting to take the nozzle with us. And as you can see, there's still some way to go before we cut off the gas. So let's go over there and snap. Now we have cut out the gas. And yeah, what happens there is that we are disconnecting the nozzle from the magazine lip. So all the way back here we are spewing gas to the atmosphere, and we are also exerting force on the nozzle right here, because the lip will go past that part and you will have pressure down there, so you will be pushing that one up. So you might end up rubbing that one in with that one. So it's a not good combination. You might not notice anything if you're using HPA, but you will definitely notice if you're using gas. You will get like plumes of gas coming out of your shell pot, and that's not very good, because you are wasting gas. And if you're playing a sport that you need to have a reliable gun in, your magazines will cool down faster and you will probably run out of shots earlier, and that's not very nice. So the best combination that you can do is to use these two, because these are paired so that the gas will cut off almost at the same time. There we go. Almost at the same time as the nozzle will disconnect. It will actually cut it off a bit sooner. So it's about there. It's picking it up and the gas is now cut off. So this is all inertia that it's cocking the hammer with this one. That's why you will need light spring here and light spring here. So light recoil spring, light hammer spring. And yeah, if you're using this combination, you can add up to 5 to 6 buffers. And what I usually like to do with setting up the configuration for that is I usually put this into the slide without this spring, the return spring, and then I just put in a magazine, and of course you can leave out the recoil assembly as well. And what I will do is I will add buffers until I reach about here. So I stop adding buffers when I reach there, because this allows you to for the nozzle to pick up the BB even if your return spring fails. So you can always get a BB even with heavy buffering, as long as you have set it up correctly. If you have really strong return springs, you can maybe add a couple more so that your nozzle arm is barely here and it will still catch the BB. But I like to do it so that it's always behind the BB that has been reliable for me. Not gonna change how I build my guns. They are reliable. But yeah. Of course. Yeah. If you end up in a situation that you have these two, and you have, let's say that if you have the original TM springs, swap them out. If you're using heavy springs, put the TM originals there and go for it. If you're running a 3D printed slide or super ultra lightweight slide, you will probably need even lighter recoil spring. But that will probably cause some other issues in the long run, such as the lips are too tight for it to pick up a new BB. But yeah, other than that, one thing you can also do is you can cut these off a little bit, but only if you are having issues and have this one. The edge ones are nylon. These are really tough, so be careful. Don't cut yourself. You will need something sharp to be able to shave it off. Or you can use actually a hobby saw on this one. I have done a couple of those, so hobby saw is good. Grinding away the plastic. But yeah, that's about it. If you have any comments, questions, shoot me up. I will try to think of next stuff to make videos about. But yeah, I think that's a friendly PSA about these things. Yeah, that's it.